Beloved and respected, blessed families of the Unificationist community around the world. As we welcome a new week, I sincerely pray that the love and grace of our Heavenly Parent will abundantly fill your families and workplaces. I offer my deepest gratitude to all of you who, even amid the changes and challenges of this time, continue to boldly advance in hope, centering on true parent will. In this era of the firm settlement of Cheonilguk, I extended my heartfelt respect to you who are united with true mother and are devoting your utmost sincerity in the global mission field to become the driving force for future generations. In last week's message, I shared that Bolivia is emerging as a global model for youth witnessing. Bolivia recorded the second highest witnessing result in the world for the year 2025. I introduced the testimony of one sister who transformed life, led all 8 siblings to join our movement. Through this, we were able to reaffirm that the essence of witnessing lies not in sophisticated techniques, but in the testimony of genuine love and sincere life. Following True Mother's request, I have completed my tours in Heavenly Africa and Heavenly South America, and I am currently continuing my tour of the Heavenly Asia Pacific region. As I directly encounter young people in the Providential Mission, I'm realizing deeply what it is that we must prepare anew for this era. In this process, I have come to recognize anew the profound significance of the fact that in December 2014, together with the proclamation of the only begotten daughter, the first gift that True Mother bestowed for the blessing of new generations was the Cranes Club. Established on December 20th, 2014 in Las Vegas, this community was founded to create the synergy among the young professionals of our movement, centering on True Mother's blessing that you must be different from the people in society and become new ancestors of noble lineages. It was established to develop and implement providential initiatives. Thus, it goes beyond being a fellowship group. It is community with the essential mission of inheriting True Mother's vision and practicing true love, thereby preparing a warm foundation to which members of the younger generation can return. Today, we face 2 major challenges. First, is the intensification of generational disconnection. The pace of change is so rapid that even a difference of just a few years can result in different vocabulary and ways of thinking. Beyond the gap between the first and second generations, we now live in a rapidly changing society. where even among young people within the same community, a sense of distance is emerging. Therefore, it is urgent that we find a language of empathy that can bridge generational differences across all age groups. Second is the changing talent profile required by the current times. In the pioneering age, spiritual leaders who moved forward with sacrificial dedication and spirit of struggling forward were needed. However, in this age of settlement and realization, there is a pressing need for professionals who can exercise real influence in every field of society. We are coming to realize that for the settlement of Cheonilguk, it is essential to have individuals who can exert good influence and guide others in all sectors of society: doctors and scientists, scholars and educators, entrepreneurs and artists, legal professionals, and political leaders. Therefore, for this age, we must also expand the scope of leadership training. We must go beyond merely establishing leaders who guide the church and instead cultivate people of professional capacity who shine through their responsibility and competence in the world. The future of the church does not depend solely on leadership within the church sanctuary, but on the number of people living in society embodying and practicing their mission in their daily lives. The success or failure of Cheonilguk depends on this. The Cranes Club must become a practical solution to the providential challenges of our time. First, those elder members who have pioneered their path in various fields of society must become steadfast mentors for new generation. When they offer realistic guidance and direction in life to adolescents and young adults who are thinking deeply about their future path, those members of the younger generation can grow with clear vision and firm dreams. Furthermore, as a bridge connecting the significant generation gap between the first and second generations, the Cranes Club, composed of the intermediate generation of young adults, must now step up to fulfill its role. Second, the community must become a broad environment where younger people can freely challenge themselves and grow. Just as koi fish cannot grow large in small containers, the potential of young people cannot fully blossom within narrow frameworks. Even if there are times when we feel they are focusing too much on their studies or professional field than on church activities, rather than jumping hastily, we should trust and wait so that they can become the best in their respective field and contribute to the providence. A culture of support and encouragement is the very soil that nurtures the future. Of course, there may still be countries and churches with circumstances that do not allow a sufficient foundation for this yet. Nevertheless, what is important is the recognition that the era has already progressed into the stage of the firm settlement of Cheonilguk. Now is the time for the community to newly reflect on the meaning of the third blessing, perfection of dominion, not only on the individual level, but all through our communities. Beloved, blessed family members, during this week, I encourage you to take time to deeply understand the young people around you, including your own children. As the gap between generations has widened further in this rapidly changing era, rather than trying to teach first, we need an attitude that acknowledges and respects the thoughts and lives of the younger generation as they are. Sincere interest and a heart of acceptance are the greatest forces that reinforce relationships. At the same time, the younger generation must also respect the experiences and life values of their elders and be able to recognize the love and concern contained within their guidance. When we understand and respect each other's sincerity, trust and bond that transcend generations will deepen. Rising one young person is rising one generation. And this is precisely what we need to do to prepare for future of Cheonilguk. I pray that this week, small act of love that narrow the distance between generations may bear great fruit. I sincerely pray that the love and blessing of our Heavenly Parent will always be with you and your families. God bless you.